Well, it's Thursday. I'm Lashana Guy, and this is Good News Only, where we celebrate the stories that uplift and inspire us all. Every weekday at 10:30 a.m., we are recapping the good news only, the inspiring moments, the feel-good headlines, and the community and the local wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you too. So if something good is happening in your world, I would like to know about it. Send me an email to news25 at week.com and be sure to put Hey Shauna in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share your good news right here on the show. Today's show is full of good news, and I hope this today you can see me. Couldn't see me yesterday, so I'm going to try it yesterday's show again. There are lots of things that we talked about that I really wanted you to see. Lots of videos, lots of stories that had great images. So I want you to be able to see them, and I can't see myself in this one little monitor here, so I'm a little bit concerned. And speaking of, I want to make sure that you know that from now on, when we have tech issues, I'm going to put those things in 25 News, Good News Only, on that Facebook page. So I know there were a couple weeks or a couple days last week, I believe it was, where we had some tech issues and we were not able to move forward with the show. And then yesterday we had a press conference, I believe it was. And so our 1 o'clock show was canceled. So when we have moments like that, I will be sure and put it on our first Facebook page, 25 News Now, Good News Only. So be sure to go to Facebook and follow that page so you can get the updates on what exactly is going on. Finally, yes, I can see. I think you can see me because I can see myself now. So that's good. So anytime we have issues like that again, I will make sure, I had a couple people ask me, well, you're not doing the show? What happened to your 1 p.m.? Or you're not there? So, and I felt a little bad that I didn't keep my friends updated on exactly what was going on. I will not disappear from you without explanation again. Also, I'll be making sure you know that the days that I am physically unable to be here, I'll let you know when there are shows that have been pre recorded for you so that I'm not going to miss a show, right? Like, I won't miss a day, even if I miss a day, if that makes sense. So we'll do that. But I wanted to just run this birthday shout out back again. My sister's birthday was February 14th, and everything's been so crazy, I didn't get a chance to say happy birthday to her here. I asked you all to give me your birthday shout outs for your special persons, and I didn't get to do that for my sister. So I wanted to tell my sister Ashley, I love you. Happy birthday. I'm so glad you are here with us. Now, she's the youngest, and so she's a little rambunctious, but she's a sister that I sit across the family table from and make eye contact, and then we laugh because we're both thinking the same thing. And it doesn't matter that I'm older. It just matters that our brains are on the same wavelength. I love her to pieces. She's a wonderful mother, a wonderful daughter, a wonderful sister, and student. So I hope this year, for you to have a wonderful year in all that you endeavor. And I want joy for you this year. That's what I hope for you this year. I love you again. Happy birthday. Now, we're going to go to break soon. And before we go to break, I just wanted to reiterate what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about some African Americans who were honored in Springfield as part of Black History Month. We're going to be talking about a Girl Scout who sold, I think it was 80K in Girl Scout cookies. And you know how I feel about Girl Scout cookies. I'm so glad it's Girl Scout season, or Girl Scout cookie season. My niece is selling Girl Scout cookies, and the house has been abuzz with Girl Scout cookies, and the sales thereof. So I'm happy about that. And then we're going to be talking about a new way for medical students to get some experience with real patients. It's really cool. I think you will like that idea if you didn't get a chance to watch the show live yesterday. We talked about that. So we'll bring that back. And then we're going to be talking about a woman who is celebrating her 99th birthday in a very special way. So that and more after the break.
Liz from 25 News. I'm calling to see if you could maybe put me in contact with Officer Boone or someone that would be able to talk about kind of resources for parents and students, kind of following up with the incidents that have occurred with teens, the car chase, and just what Police Chief Detective Maria has said. Any programs that you could highlight that are helping youth in the city, and anything that the school district is kind of doing. I'm available before 1 p.m., so between now and 12:30, and then I'll be available, 1:30 to 2. Then I could probably do a Zoom after 4 o'clock today. You can reach me at 309-824-5483. Thank you.
Welcome back to Good News Only. So, as promised, we're going to start the show with a story about three African American leaders of Central Illinois, how they were able to be honored in Springfield as part of Black History Month. So, Illinois State Comptroller Susanna Mendoza said that each honoree was chosen based on their achievements and contributions to their communities. Tuesday's honorees, Jada Taylor, Dr. Janine Morris, and Brett Brooks, all received these honors. Taylor is the owner of Bright Smiles and Beauty, a beauty salon located in Normal, and Dr. Morris was a civil rights activist and former educator at Illinois State University, and Brooks is the founder and director of Peoria's Miss Juneteenth beauty pageant. So, congratulations to them and happy Black History Month to everyone who is listening. So, laughter fills the Staricha home again after a baby, little baby Lennox, undergoes a groundbreaking partial heart transplant. You know, we're talking about heart health this month and matters of the heart, from physically and emotionally, mentally, all the things that are heart related. So this is a fitting story. Doctors say at M Health Fairview's M Health Masonic Children's Hospital, they performed the first infant partial heart transplant in Minnesota and the upper Midwest. So Lennox was born with a rare congenital defect called transposition of the great arteries, sending oxygenated blood to the wrong places in the body. And I said this yesterday. It's very interesting because you would think that all of the body needs oxygenated blood, so there would be like no wrong place for blood filled with oxygen to be. But I suppose if, well, first of all, they know better than I do. But I suppose if maybe all of the body is not getting the oxygenated blood because it's going to the wrong places, you also have an issue. And so here we are. After 59 days, his family received the life changing news that a donor match had been found. Fewer than 70 infant partial heart transplants have been performed nationwide, making this procedure especially rare. So doctors say while this surgery offers new hope, donor availability remains the biggest challenge. And I would imagine so, even if you have infants who transition, I would imagine it might be kind of hard for parents to make the decision to allow their little ones to become donors, organ donors. The family reflects on gratitude for the donor family, though, acknowledging their joy came through another family's heartbreak. And that's so devastating. My heart goes out to both families in this case, but especially the family that they lost their baby. In a touching twist, Lennox's big brother, DeLuca's heart-shaped birthmark, which appeared months after his Valentine's Day birth, began fading after Lennox's surgery. And so today, love and resilience are the heartbeat of this growing family. And when I, bless her heart, when I saw this mom, it looks like all their little family theme is hearts. And that is definitely fitting as well. I wish them and the other family all the best and a speedy recovery for little baby Lennox. Well, after the break, we are going to go to the University of Nevada and see how those med students are getting a chance to have real life experience with some interesting patients. I think you'll enjoy that story. I really did like that story myself. Then we're going to talk about those Girl Scout cookies that I was telling you about, and the sweetest, cutest little girl named Pim Neal of Pittsburgh, who shattered Pennsylvania's record for selling all of those Girl Scout cookies. So we'll talk about this and more after the break. Welcome back to Good News Only. Now, at Toro University, Nevada, the patients aren't always real, but the lessons are. So, medical students train using high tech mannequins that can simulate heartbeats, bowel sounds, and even provide AI feedback. Professional actors also serve as standardized patients, portraying illnesses to give students real world communication experience. From Broadway performers to Air Force veterans, actors bring authenticity and improvisations to this simulation lab. And educators say simulation builds confidence and sharpens skills, all without risking patient safety. So, leaders believe that medical simulation will only continue to grow in importance with time. I really love this idea. I love that Las Vegas is a place full of shows, full of actors and actresses, and this hospital has made good use of their resources. A couple of these actors are television and film actors, and they say, especially this lady here who is a film actress, she says that this really gives her work a different kind of purpose in comparison to working in film as she's done up until now. And then the director of this program says that you have people who, what's good about having actresses and actors come in and play patients is that when you try and measure pain and you may ask somebody to give on a scale from 1 to 10 give you their pain number and they may act out a 7, but what's great about that is that one person's 7 and one person's response to that 7 level pain is not another's, because we've all got different pain thresholds. And I think that's very, very important, especially when you are talking about how human beings experience pain. So these students get a chance to experience different people, different in their different pain levels, and hopefully learn to be empathetic and understanding and believe people. I've found that when there's pain involved, not a lot of people are believed in their pain, and so this was very hopeful and inspiring story. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's very, very hopeful. And so next we're going to talk about that little Girl Scout. She is the most little adorable little thing I've seen all week. So, Girl Scout cookie season is booming, as we said earlier, and this little 6-year-old is leading the charge. Her name is Pim Neal, and she lives in Pittsburgh. She shattered Pennsylvania's record for selling more than 81,000 boxes of cookies after facing initial rejection from some troops due to her disabilities. Pim found the perfect fit and she didn't look back. So her mom says they went to one troop and they turned her down because of her disability. And then she went to another troop and they turned her down because they said she was too young to help out. They didn't think she would be able to help sell cookies. Then she finally found a troop that would take her, and that troop's leader said that, here's a number for what we expect a child her age to be able to sell. And Pim's father took that as a challenge and posted a single TikTok video that helped her sell 20,000 boxes in just 24 hours. That's a great lesson for little Pim to learn. Her father says that the experience has been about more than cookies. It's been about joy and inclusion and entrepreneurship, which are all things that Girl Scouts generally stand for. So I'm glad little Pim was able to learn a lesson of perseverance, especially. And when people count you out, that's not a reason to quit. For me personally, that's fuel for me to keep going. The minute you tell me I can't do something, I bet you I do it. Bet you I do it. The minute you tell me in your expert opinion and experience I can't do something, bet you I do it. More after the break.
Check to see when a couple people here today. I don't have the case number, but I can if you choose. First one is Foy, Foy, first name Quinzel. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm sure the second one is also for him, but Dillard, Dillard. First name is Davier, Daviere. All right, and what courtroom? Okay, thank you very much. Bye. Yeah,
Do you like burgers?
I do.
What tacos do you like?
I'm not Yeah, I don't really love
Welcome
bacon.
back to Good News Only. So now we're going to talk about this lady who is celebrating her 99th birthday. I love when people are celebrating these big milestone birthdays. It gives me hope for where the health of human beings and the longevity of human life is going. So Betty Hare celebrated her 99th birthday with a surprise party at the Harris Elmore Fire Department. Now, she was born and raised in Elmore, Ohio, and she is the author, or she is an author of several books about her own life. She's a mother and a grandmother and a great grandmother. Now, she's written 3 books about her life experiences in her hometown. I love books that are based on true stories or inspired by true stories. Love books and movies alike that are based on true stories. So, her advice after nearly a century of life is be good to people and they will be good to you. And I believe that that is definitely mostly true. If the person you're good to is not good to you, someone will be good. So Hare still lives independently at 99, and I love that, in her own home. And she says that she couldn't have asked for a better life. And I suspect that her positivity is one of those things that has sustained her throughout her life. Positivity spreads just like negativity does, but light is always going to trump darkness. So, congratulations, happy birthday to her. I wonder what her books are. If I find out what the name of her one of or a couple of her books are, I will let you know because I would be interested in reading them. And so now it's party time, or it was party time in St. Louis as they celebrated Mardi Gras in a big way. Friday night's Mayor's Ball at City Hall raised money for the city's tornado response fund. This was a great idea. The fund supports recovery efforts and neighbors in need. On Saturday, tens of thousands lined the streets for the annual Mardi Gras parade. Organizers estimate a dazzling 17 million beads were tossed along the parade route. That just in my mind reminded me of Jerry Springer. Don't you remember when they used to toss out those Mardi Gras beads for extra activities on set? That was a fun era. Anyway, a celebration filled with color, community, and the spirit of giving took place. I was talking to my daughter. I was talking to Tay a couple nights ago, or a couple days ago. I was actually at work. I don't know what, she doesn't care that I work, I don't think. And so she texted me and she was just like, Mom, I want to go to Mardi Gras and I want to go to Carnival. And I was like, ooh, I definitely want to go to Carnival. And I thought, I'm going to have to call my mom immediately and get her to start working on my outfit for next year because I'm determined to go. I think it'll be so much fun. And I always think about remember the movie, if you're old enough, do you remember the movie, the kids movie, the little cartoon Rio? I mean, it was a cartoon, right? And it's not real life, but it looked gorgeous, just like it looks in real life, moving images, live action. But I want to go and I want to be extra cute. So I'm going to have to have my mom make my outfit and I have to go with my daughter. Can you imagine that? I'll send you pictures. Anyway, more after the break. Welcome back to Good News Only. Well, that is a wrap from me today. Now I want to hear from you. Please go to news25 at WEK.com and send me an email. Put Hey Shauna in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to hear your thoughts on today's show. In the meantime, be sure to check out the midday newscast and meet me back here today at 1 p.m. for more Good News Only. I'm LaShauna Guy for 25 News. Have a wonderful morning.